Today we talk about output values, not as convenience, but as signals, signals that cross a boundary. Every Terraform configuration has an inside and an outside. Resources live inside. Humans and other systems live outside. Outputs answer one question: what meaning is allowed to leave this graph? Terraform is not a function. It does not return values to code. An output does not change behavior. It does not influence creation. It only reveals after the graph is resolved. This distinction matters. One clarification: outputs do behave like return values, but only at module boundaries. Inside the root module, outputs are for humans. Across module boundaries, they are for Terraform. Here is a resource. It has identity. It will be tracked in state. Nothing here is exposed yet. This graph is still closed. This block does not create infrastructure. It is a declaration of visibility. Terraform reads this as: this value is allowed to escape. From this, Terraform infers two things. First, the output depends on the resource. Second, the output cannot exist until the resource exists. The dependency edge forms softly, automatically. Outputs are downstream only. They never cause creation. They never affect ordering. If you remove every output, the infrastructure graph is unchanged. Only observability is reduced. An output is stored in state, not recalculated on demand. It is a recorded fact, tied to a specific apply. This means outputs can become stale if state is misused. That is a real risk. Sensitivity does not remove the value, it hides it. Terraform still knows it. State still contains it. It simply refuses to gossip. At module boundaries, outputs form an interface. They define what one graph is allowed to promise another. This is how modules communicate, through explicit named signals. Everything else is private. Every exported output increases coupling. Once it crosses a boundary, it becomes part of a public API. Downstream graphs begin to depend on its name and its meaning. Changing it later can break the outside world without warning. Because nothing visibly fails. Later, we will see outputs as the contract boundary of modules. For now, remember this: outputs do not act, they declare.